Are you thinking about buying a home in Houston and you're not sure where to start? Well, this is the exact video for you, because today I am breaking down my complete blueprint on how to buy a home in Houston the right way without overspending. So make sure to watch this video to the end, because missing just one step could literally cost you thousands. Hi, and welcome to Real Estate Rundown, where you'll find real estate information no one else is talking about. Our goal on this station is to make sure that you know everything there's to know, from buying to selling to investing to strategizing, to make sure that you're not overspending or you're getting what your property is worth. Okay, let's dig in. First things first, let's make the decision. Are we really wanting to do this? Are we really buying a house? This is not a whim decision, but we have really given it some consideration and we have really thought this thing out. If so, let's continue. Now, before you get started looking for a home, you want to have an idea of what you can realistically afford. Many people skip this step and immediately go to start searching for properties online, not knowing what they can afford, and end up heartbroken. Okay, it's okay to use an online calculator to calculate what you think you can afford, but the best strategy is to go ahead and get pre-approved with a lender. Why? Because with a letter from a lender, you know exactly what you qualify for. So when you're doing these home searches online, you can search realistically within certain contingencies to make sure that you can afford the home you're searching. If you need a preferred lenders list, let me know in the comments down below and we'll get that out to you. We have an amazing lenders that does this full time and can help you make the most sound decision based on price. Now that you have an idea of what budget you're working with, either through your simulator calculator built into most sites or your pre-approval letter that you have gotten from your lender, now you want to start searching for homes based on the type of real estate that's available in Houston and what you can afford. To make this easy, I have attached my website, dominiquegilford.exprealty.com, and you can use the filters based on price point, location, and needs. And this will give you a condensed list of what's available in your price point, in your desired area that you can afford. By the way, if you're finding value in this video, could you do me a huge favor by liking, commenting, and subscribing? Thanks. Now back to the video. Now, here are some pro tips when choosing a home. You want to focus first on the things that is a must-have, such as locations, what schools you're near, a yard for your pet if you have pets. Once you find some homes with those must-haves, you can now start being picky about specifics. The best way to stay within your budget is to set a list of what you must have. These are your needs in a home, okay? These are the things you cannot live without. The things you simply want, and plan to potentially add them on a later time or simply wait till your next home. Now, and this might sound self-serving, so I'm warning you ahead of time because it really is important. It's at this point that you absolutely must reach out to a real estate agent. Okay, my contact information will be down below if you do not have a real estate agent, but I can help you anywhere within the state of Texas, and I can refer you to one of my amazing partners in any of the different states if you choose to reach out in the comments down below. Realistically, your agent can help you with the previous steps. It's at this point that you must get one, because the agent is the one who will be helping you access the homes for sale. They will be negotiating on your behalf and helping you navigate through the entire home buying process. And please hear me, do not ever, and I do mean ever, use the agent that is listing the home. They do not represent your best interest. They are working for the homeowner. I repeat, they are working for the homeowner, not you. In many states, it is actually illegal to attempt to represent both sides, commonly referred to as dual agency. Even if you don't want to use me as your agent, and I don't understand why you wouldn't, use someone else to represent you on the buying side. Once you have found the perfect home, it is time to create the contract. A real estate contract is a legal agreement between a buyer and a seller detailing the terms of the property sale, including the price, deposit, and closing date. the contingencies and the responsibilities in addition to the contract. Additional amendments supporting a real estate contract addresses specific details like your inspection, appraisals, your financing, HOA, the rules that go along with HOA, home sale contingencies and disclosures, ensuring clarity on specific conditions beyond the main agreement. Not all closing transactions require a title. Some include an attorney. So please get representation and know the difference. Here's an overview of each phase during the contract process. You're going to have an option period. This is a specified period, typically a few days after the contract execution, allowing the buyer to conduct an inspection and an assessment. The buyer pays for an option fee to the seller for this privilege. During this time, the buyer has the right to terminate the contract for any reason or proceed with negotiations based on the inspection results. Okay, second thing is going to be your inspection. The inspection phase occurs within that option period. A professional inspector assesses the property for the structural issues, mechanical issues, and other potential concerns. The inspection report outlines the property conditions, detailing any discovered issues based on the findings. The buyer can negotiate repairs, request credits, or choose to terminate the contract. Then you have the appraisal. Once inspections are complete, the buyer's lender typically orders an appraisal to be determined the property's value. The appraisal assesses the property and compares it to similar properties in the area. If the appraised value aligns with or exceeds the purchase price, the process usually proceeds. However, if the appraisal comes in lower than the agreed upon price, the buyer and the seller may renegotiate terms, such as adjusting the purchase price or the down payment. So keep that in mind, that's very important. Special provisions. These are additional clauses or provisions inserted into the contract to address specific conditions or circumstances unique to the transaction. For instance, special provisions might include terms related to repairs that's needed, contingencies based on specific events that's coming up in your life or the seller's life, or other customized conditions agreed upon by both parties. Usually if you're relocating to Houston, you're going to need somewhere to stay, or if someone's moving out of state, they may need more time in the home after that transaction closed. That's a special provision, okay? Keep in mind both title companies and attorneys can facilitate real estate closings, but there are differences in their roles and their functions. A title company handles title searches to ensure that the property's title is clear and free of any issues or encumbrances and that you're getting a clear title to a property, okay? Provides title insurance to protect the buyer and the lender against potential title defects. That's very important. It also conducts the closing process, including preparing and organizing documents, coordinating signatures, and distributing funds once the transaction is closed. The title acts as a neutral third party, overseeing the closing and ensuring that all aspects of the transaction are complete as outlined in the contracts. Second form would be an attorney. An attorney provides legal counsel and advises throughout the real estate transaction, offering guidance on contracts. They're doing negotiations and potential legal issues. They also have the ability to review and interpret the legal documents, addressing any legal concerns or ambiguities in the contract. They also represent the client's legal interests, offering personalized legal advice and strategies based on an individual circumstance. Some attorneys can also conduct real estate closings, performing tasks similar to those of a title company, but with added legal expertise. And so they specialize in everything real estate. The choice between a title company and an attorney for closing often depends on state regulations, personal preferences, and complexity of the transaction. While title companies handle the administrative and title-related aspects of a real estate transaction, attorneys provide legal advice and representation, offering an added layer of legal expertise and protection during the closing process. You don't need a real estate attorney, but you're most certainly able to hire one. Each of these phases and provisions plays a critical role in the contract process, allowing for due diligence, negotiations, and resolution of issues to ensure a smooth real estate transaction. So there you go. If you're thinking about buying a home in Houston, now you have a good idea on how it's done. If I can be of any help in any way, my contact information is down below. Remember, I can help you anywhere in the state of Texas or anywhere across the country throughout my network of other agents that are licensed to assist. Now, if you're not quite ready to take the next step or want more information about Houston, check out this next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.